Benedict, he says he'll be staying put. That's surely good news for the embattled Prime Minister.
Yes, rare good news on this Friday morning for this embattled British Prime Minister Theresa May. Very much a combative Prime Minister, in a sense, coming out fighting over the last, 36 to 48 hours. And that rare but key good news for her, that her Environment Secretary, Michael Gove, has confidence in her, as we just heard, and also that he is back at his desk since this morning, having meetings, and that he, crucially, when he says that he wants to work on a better deal with the Prime Minister in the cabinet, inside that cabinet. That is, we understand that he turned down actually being the next, which would have been the third Brexit secretary. You'll remember that Dominic Raab quit yesterday morning rather sensationally, and then saying that he couldn't accept what was on the table and this deal. It was not good for the United Kingdom, whereas his boss Theresa May says it's in the best national interest. And of course the first Brexit secretary, David Davis, who had resigned back in July, followed swiftly at the time by Boris Johnson, the Foreign Secretary. So absolutely a key vote of confidence in this Prime Minister. Another vote of confidence is actually the International Secretary of State, Liam Fox. He has said this morning that he wants this rebellion to stop, that they need to be inside the cabinet, making the case for this deal. So embattled, yes, combative, yes, and really trying to also go on the airwaves this morning, where she did quite a good half-an-hour session with callers from all over the United Kingdom asking her all kinds of questions. And she's not known for being conversational and actually sort of at ease in interviews, and she very much was, which is extraordinary after the 48 hours, a very pressured 48 hours that she's just had.
So some support, Benedict, as you say, for Theresa May, but about 20 Conservative MPs are now saying publicly that they have handed in letters of no confidence in her leadership. How likely is it that such a vote will be triggered, do you think, and how might it work?
How likely? Very. How might it work? Well, we might get news about that this afternoon, that the threshold of 48 MPs, having written 48 letters asking for this vote of no confidence, might be confirmed that threshold has been reached this afternoon. We think, how might it work? We think that it might go ahead as soon as next Tuesday. She needs to win it to remain at the head of her party and, of course, to remain Prime Minister. Were she to win it and get 150 plus votes, then actually no other confidence vote can be asked for 12 months, for a full year against her. So the Brexiteers need to, if they're going to continue this rebellion, actually make sure that they win that vote. Where she is fortunate in that sense is there is no one candidate that seems to be capable of uniting what is an extremely, as we're witnessing, divided Conservative Party. A Conservative Party, of course, that as a result of the general election she called last year, does not have a majority in Parliament. It's a minority, and in order to get the majority and its key votes in Parliament, it needs the 10 votes of the Democratic Unionist Party, this small Northern Ireland party. And of course, the survival that Theresa May is fighting for is getting to that EU summit, now scheduled for the Sunday 25th of November, and then, crucially for her, getting this meaningful vote in Parliament, which we believe would be in the first or second week of December, which after the Cabinet collective validation some 36 hours ago, would then give a parliamentary validation for what is effectively the divorce of the United Kingdom on the 29th of March 2019. So very crucial hours and weekend ahead. A lot of plotting, that is clear, going on amongst the Brexiteers. We're not hearing that much from the Remainers at the moment. And of course the opposition, the Labour Party, watching this very carefully. What they want is a general election, or at the very least another referendum.
OK, thank you, Benedict, for that update from Westminster.